Welcome to On This Day, where we look back at the moments that made history, one day at a time. From major world events to the weird and unexpected, every date has a story. So, what happened on 23rd of July? Let's find out. Today's episode will wind through medieval power plays, groundbreaking scientific milestones, bold escapes, high drama in politics, and even a skyscraping satellite launch. July 23rd is a day packed with battles, births, and breakthroughs, scandals, and celebrations. Let's dive in and meet the highlights. We begin way back in 1215 when Frederick II was crowned King of the Romans in Aachen, a stepping stone on his journey to becoming Holy Roman Emperor. A big moment in medieval politics, setting the stage for centuries of European drama. Fast forward to 1403, where the Battle of Shrewsbury unfolded. Henry Percy, better known as Harry Hotspur, met his end fighting King Henry IV's army. It was a bloody clash that shaped English rebellion and became immortalized in Shakespeare's plays. Jump to 1536, and things are tense in the Tudor court. Henry VIII's only acknowledged illegitimate son, Henry Fitzroy, died suddenly at just 17. His death stirred fears about the royal succession and left the king more desperate than ever for a male heir. In 1599, a young painter named Caravaggio received his first major public commission in Rome. That gig kicked off a career that would redefine art with dramatic lighting, gritty realism, and plenty of controversy. On the other side of the Atlantic in 1829, William Austin Burt patented the typographer, the first version of a typewriter. It was clunky, slow, and awkward, but it sparked a revolution in how the world wrote and worked. Then in 1903, something rolled off the line that would change the world. The Ford Motor Company sold its first car. It was the beginning of mass car production and the start of modern motoring. And speaking of sweet beginnings, in 1904, the ice cream cone made its debut at the St. Louis World's Fair. A happy accident involving a waffle vendor and a hot summer day turned into one of the most beloved desserts worldwide. Jumping ahead to 1936, Spain was in turmoil. On this day, the nationalists declared a governing junta during the early stages of the Spanish Civil War. It was a dark prelude to years of bloodshed that divided the country and echoed through history. Now to 1967 in Detroit. What started as a police raid on an unlicensed bar turned into one of the deadliest riots in U.S. history. The uprising lasted 5 days, leaving 43 dead and a city forever changed. In 1972, NASA launched Landsat-1, the first satellite dedicated to monitoring Earth's natural resources. It gave scientists a new way to track forests, cities, crops, even climate change, long before those became hot topics. In 1984, Vanessa Williams made headlines as the first Miss America to resign her crown, after a scandal involving unauthorized photos. It was a cultural moment that stirred debate about privacy, race, and second chances. And in 1997, conservationists celebrated a rare victory. Hen harriers were successfully raised in Derbyshire for the first time in over a century. A big win for British wildlife and environmental efforts. Then in 2008, the UK was gripped by a strange tale. John Darwin, the so-called canoe man, reappeared after faking his death in a supposed drowning. It was a bizarre case of fraud and identity that left people stunned and oddly fascinated. Love discovering what happened on this day in history? Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. On a much lighter note, in 2010, a pop culture storm was born. One Direction officially formed on the X Factor. 5 solo singers were grouped together and went on to become one of the biggest boy bands of the decade. And finally, in 2021, a new blood collection tube received emergency approval from the FDA in the US, a small but important step in the ongoing fight against COVID-19. Even in a pandemic, innovation keeps moving forward. That's what happened on 23rd of July throughout history. Made it this far? Drop your favorite historical fact in the comments. Learn something new? Hit subscribe and come back tomorrow. You never know what the past has in store.